Hello and welcome to the Futurus Satoshi, Multiverse News. I'm your correspondent C. Let's get right into our headline. The story takes us to that other pale blue dot in the Milky Way galaxy, Europa, the icy moon orbiting Jupiter. 480 competitive yachtsmen were eaten this morning in the cold, steely waters of Europa, putting a halt to this year's annual Iceberg Run 750, taking place off the coast of Clipper Mission City. Officials estimate over 1,000 have been attacked and that the death toll is expected to rise. Today's incident, however, started far below the surface as research stations studying prodigious fish stocks roused the aggressive shark species. The Eurooplodon megashark is known to be aggressive to humans. Using its saw-blade jaw, the gigantic shark can bite through even the hardest of man-made materials. Research teams aboard those submersible labs were attempting to secure a steady protein supply for a starving Earth. Efforts to rescue the scientists have ceased. The immense threat from scores of sharks stalking the sea is too great. Before the shark attacks, a team of divers reportedly found a species thought recently extinct, the Europa crayfish. The spiny, fluorescent crustacean is a delicacy in Chinese culture. A status symbol amongst communist elites, the shellfish is said to endow those who eat it with a vitality and an ability to prophesize the future. Our AI reporter, originally sent to Europa to cover a yacht race, has instead had to account for the absolute horror on the ice. Sports officials have ended this year's annual yacht race, typically run between the iceberg spikes of the Great Northern Sea. No winner will be declared. Authorities at this time are trying to gather an accurate list of the dead and missing. Their next step will be to telepathically inform the affected families. Clipper Mission City has recalled all its ship captains and citizens at sea, while many locals have rushed to the icy coastline to scan for survivors struggling ashore. A crowd at Nero's Beach Bar saw this terror firsthand. Witnesses say the entire horizon was full of giant shark fins glinting through whitecaps. One dazed man washed up in a self-inflating E-Cold suit. A ship captain 7th class, Eric Bloodaxe, the former captain of the Matador, a high-speed super-carbon sports yacht. During his telepathic press conference, Captain Bloodaxe stated,
"We were really cruising. Really hauling and cracking waves. First place by an obscene margin. It was autopilot time. Then I pulled off my hood, stepped down from the bow, and I saw it. A fin the size of the Empire State Building. I heard the most terrible metallic shrieking. Then the next thing I knew, I was in the water."
The Matador's captain continued,
"Europa water is so dark this time of year. Purple and black. My cold suit turned itself on and I felt its warmth instantly. The floodlights kicked over and I could see 1,000 yards all around me. I saw the most beautiful creatures. I saw the most terrible calamity. Sharks tore my entire crew to shreds. 12 souls eaten as they drowned and flailed around, lost in that cold water. I floated ashore after I caught a lucky wave."
Yacht crews were not alone on the menu. Entire research departments from earthside fishing and agricultural conglomerates are unaccounted for and presumed dead. At least 800 scientists and their support staff have also been reported missing. No official death toll or number of lost has been released by the government. The depth and fathoms of this tragedy and the danger from lingering schools of sharks have hindered all rescue efforts. At this time, even Clipper Mission Coast Guard cutters are being held in port. Exo-oceanographers at Jupiter University in downtown Clipper released an unauthorized report over the telepathic wavelengths moments ago. They claim, at a bare minimum, 500,000 sharks are acting with unified purpose in the ocean of Europa. North American and Chinese Union naval officials have vehemently disagreed with the rebel professor's memo. USNA submarines have also ignored warnings, some patrolling American commercial and military interests on the watery moon. Sadly, there have been whispers of a lost ship, the interplanetary ballistic missile submarine Neil Armstrong, possibly broken apart in the New Marianas Trench off Clipper Mission's coast. No official cause has been given by the Navy at this time. Spacecraft leaving Europa have been packed with frightened tourists and locals alike. Fights have erupted over limited evacuation seating, and people have been leaving at regular intervals. However, more and more government spacecraft land hourly to replace the fleeing populace. No word as to when rescue efforts will resume or when a coordinated response is expected to be launched. Rampant speculation has caused panic, and no one is able to provide a concrete reason for the sudden, combined, conscious attack from the ocean. At this point, it seems to be a war between humanity and the sea of Europa itself. Voracious sharks roam the briny deep, while man prepares his next move on shore. We'll give you further updates as the story unfolds. This has been the Futurus Satoshi, Multiverse News, giving you everything you didn't know you needed to know.